I've been telling you my story about my life and as a mafioso boss and my life in the mafia and my rise and how I became a multi-millionaire. There are some principles to becoming wealthy, and some of those principles are you must be willing to commit to what you're trying to do. A lot of guys who are in the mafia, they enjoy the life and everything that comes with it, the respect of their peers and people in the neighborhood. But the rises to a level where you are a boss, you must have a certain commitment. You must have a certain strength. You must be able to see things through. And more importantly, you must be able to command. If you're going to be in charge or you want to be wealthy or anything related to rising above mediocrity, you must be committed and willing to put yourself in the line of fire. And I don't mean necessarily getting hurt or something like that, but to be a leader, you must be able to show that you can lead and be able to give orders and you know and show leadership. Those are some fundamental things to become wealthy. And last but not least, don't ever give in. If you have a goal, no matter what that goal is, you must never give up on your goal. Those are just a few of the principles to becoming a success, but more than that, becoming a multi-millionaire, which is what my goal was, as well as to protect my family. And soon my boss died, Mr. Manzaro. He didn't die immediately, but it was clear that he was about to turn over the reins to me, and he gave me a list of men that had to be killed. But the thing was that these men were in Italy, Sicily, and various parts of Italy. And he told me that if I didn't eliminate these men, that they may stand in the way of me becoming the next boss here in America. And he was absolutely right. And so he sent me to Italy by myself, and he gave me a few people that I could trust there, that he trusted, that would help me if I needed help, whether it was, uh, somewhere to stay, food, things like that. But in the course of a few weeks, I started eliminating these men, and many of these men held high importance in the mafia in Italy and in Palermo, especially in Sicily. But he told me that these men, they held a lot of power there as well as in America, and these were people that would probably stand in my way. And so I went about eliminating these men in different ways. Some of them I used knives, some of them I strangulation, some of them I used guns, one or two I even poisoned. And the people that he sent me to in Italy, they provided me with whatever I needed, whether it was guns or they helped to stake out where these men would be and the best times to murder these men that they would be most vulnerable. They were loyal to my boss, Mr. Manzaro, and he knew that for me to be the new boss of the family, that I would have to eliminate these men, and so that's what I did. But there was an incident that occurred after I became boss. I had been boss for some time, and there was someone, they were not actually in the mafia, an innocent person, and they happened to be killed in some situation that should have never happened. And I was angry, and I set about in motion a team of men. I didn't give the orders directly. I gave the orders to my capo regime, and they carried the orders out, and I didn't want to ever do that again because you shouldn't act in emotion. I was angry. Was angry about the situation. These people were innocent, and these men killed them, and I wanted these men killed, and even I wanted people associated with them killed. But yeah, by doing that, it put fear in many people's hearts and minds about me and my family, and it actually probably was a benefit to me, even though I didn't realize it. But I did say that I never would act in anger or emotion again, because over that period of time, many people were killed. But once again, it's part of the life myself and many other men have chosen. I'll talk more about that later.